here with Michelle Aguilar from the Research Foundation Finance Office. Today, we will be talking with Michelle about unrestricted funds. Michelle, are there any sources of funds that campuses can use to pay for expenses outside of those directly charged to a sponsored program?
Yes, Research Foundation has unrestricted funds that are received from various sources. The most familiar is through cost recoveries for grants and contracts. There are also cost recoveries for shared services to campus-related organizations, also known as agency fees, investment income when it's applicable, royalties, and other non-sponsored funding.
What criteria define expenses that are paid for directly from the RF or reimbursed to an individual?
Expenditures must be necessary, reasonable, and appropriate.
What is the biggest challenge campuses will undergo in regards to this new policy?
Okay, the biggest change is to buying alcohol with unrestricted funds. The new policy states that alcohol beverages must not be paid or reimbursed from unrestricted funds received from federal or state governmental sponsors. So in order for us to accommodate this rule, we're going to have to revise the RF-funded policy to separate sources of indirect cost recovery from federal and state sponsors. The term RF-funded is being changed to Research Management and Support, RMS. A new procedure for research management and support allocations outlines the new process for separating these RMS allocations by sources and establishing RMS general awards to be funded with non-federal and state recoveries. RMS general awards can be used to purchase alcohol or any other expenses that may not be appropriate to be paid from public support.
What if a campus doesn't allow the purchase of alcohol?
So if a campus doesn't allow the purchase of alcohol currently from their allocation accounts, then they don't need to request a separate RMS General Award to be set up.
Can you give some more examples of permissible expenses?
Sure. Employee awards define parameters of modest awards and achievement awards of nominal value, and in the policy we set that at $100. Permissible expenses also include gifts, such as departing or retiring employees, and they're reasonable up to $25 per year of service. Both of these examples warn that cash or cash equivalents, such as gift cards, must be treated as compensation and need to be processed through payroll as imputed income.
So who should be aware of the unrestricted fund expense policy?
So anyone who initiates, processes, reviews, approves, or records financial transactions on behalf of the Research Foundation should be aware of this policy.
Thanks, Michelle. For information on this policy, go to the Policies page on the RF website. Join us again for another segment in 3 minutes or less.